What is up, guys? Here we are today with a semi-serious deck. This is a legitimate deck that I've played on ladder. The deck is not bad. It's pretty good versus Razorback decks because you have this Chem buggy to kill missiles whilst ignoring Razorback, and then you have Kane that counters tech units because a lot of Razorback decks are playing like Zone Trooper or Titan or both, and then Kane counters those as well. So this deck is actually not terrible. Like, it looks a bit like a meme deck, but it's a legitimate Kane deck. So if you're looking for a Kane Tic Tank Chuggy deck, this one's pretty good. Anyway, let's play some games with it. I'll show you how to play the deck. It's mostly, it plays like Mutant Chuggy, where you're trying to set up a Mutant Marauder and then have a Chuggy protect it, except instead of Mutant Marauder, you have Tic Tank, which is better in the Razorback meta for that purpose. So yeah, we'll play a few games with the deck. You guys should get a feel for how it works out, and I'll try and explain to you exactly what I'm doing and why. So obviously I'm starting with these rifles to scout. We see some wheels, so we're going to back up. Now when you see wheels, you want to preserve these guys. These are worth preserving. If your opponent switches into infantry, these will contest that infantry. If they are a Chuggy deck, yeah, you see now he has these flamers, so I have the rifleman to fight the flamers for a little bit. Obviously, flamers means we can't make militants anymore. The fact he has flamers already means he probably doesn't have a harvester, because it's pretty hard to go wheels into flamers. I mean, like, that's expensive. So he probably doesn't have a harvester, which means he's either no harving or he's planning to rush my harvester. So we're going to Chuggy to kill the flamers. And then you also have the option of playing simply Chuggy laser with this deck. Oh, I didn't mean to build a militant there. I meant to build lasers. That was a misclick. Yeah, so you also just have the option to play a standard Chuggy laser style build. Wow, he just moved off the pad. Kind of insane. Anyway, as I was trying to say, you have the option to just play standard Chuggy laser, which is kind of like Razorback missile, but not as good. And then, of course, you want to try and set up the Tic Tank going into the mid game. So we're going to get the Tic Tank and send it forwards. And we're going to park it here on this pad towards the middle of the map. And the opponent surrenders because he's playing no half. Alright. Anyway, from there on, the game plan would be to save for a Phantom in case an air unit comes out. And then you also have availability of Kane. Okay, so we're going to get some riflemen out and go and have a look at what's up. And we see some more wheels. Again, we're just going to go halve. We're playing barracks, so we're not too scared of any kind of a rush, really. And we get some lasers out. Now, we get one laser out and we wait and see what he does. He should back up. Yeah, he's going to back up and get double wheel. Now, you can't push into two wheels with a laser and a militant. So we get a second laser. He moves in, so we get a shot and retreat. We will lose that 2v1, so we can't fight it. We have to wait for these two lasers, and then we move up. Now, he's now gone triple wheel, sorry, which is pretty unusual. Normally, people would have gone into Fanatic there or some kind of infantry. There's the Fanatic. So, as I was saying in the first game, by having these riflemen to contest them, it means that the lasers don't just get auto-farmed by the militants, because we still have these rifles, which buys us time and so on. And as you see, we win the missile pretty comfortably. Having those riflemen there to contest that Fanatic makes a big difference, because otherwise the Fanatic can just farm your Alright, so now he has Fanatics and a Scorpion. Scorpion is pretty good against this deck. This deck is, as I said before, primarily good against GDI, primarily good against Razorback decks. So we're gonna have to fight his Scorpion with Tic Tank. Obviously, Tic Tank wins when burrowed, Scorpion wins when they're moving. So he actually lets us kill him with a burrowed Tic Tank, which is nice. And now we're going to move up, and we're going to block this tank with bikes intentionally to get the Scorpion, to get the Tic Tank burrowed. Okay, so the boost actually ends up beating us, which sucks for me. That is obviously unfortunate. We do really need to kill this Scorpion tank. Alright, so we kill the Scorpion tank, we get the Chuggy down here with the lasers, we get the Tick up here. And there you go. Now we should be fine. We run away from the boosted score, let the lasers handle it, and we'll just throw down a Kane, you know, because everybody loves Kane. Unfortunately, the opponent has surrendered, thereby negating our Obelisk, which is very, very sad. Okay. Again, rifles first. Go and see what Martin is up to. Not Martin. Martin. I don't know if that's a foreign way of spelling Martin, or if he simply believed that Martin would be taken. We see double halve, so we're going to go for a second rifleman. The reason to do this is just to have more pressure on the map to make it harder for your opponent to stall. And then we're going to scout his base with this guy whilst this guy charges, so we see what he does. We see barracks, that's good, that means our riflemen are going to be good. We now have an indication of what he's likely to do next. He's probably going to make, like, a flamer. Okay, so he goes War Factory as well. Hasn't made a unit yet, and there's bikes. Now, I could make my own bikes, but I have this Thicc tank I want to set up, so it's better to just save up and get the Thicc tank. These bikes aren't going to be a relevant unit here anyway. They're not going to stop me from firing the missile. So we ignore these bikes. We bring the Thicc tank in. Flamers show up, but it doesn't matter. You know, they're not going to stop us from firing the missile either. And we kill the bikes. Alright, now we're going to move the Thicc tank to the better position, whilst killing the bikes at the same time. Hopefully it burrows before the bike missiles hit. It does. Great. Hardly takes any damage. He cap missiles it. Who cares? You know, that's 80 cost for our 70 cost unit, so that's kind of whatever. It is a little bit annoying because we got to set it up again, but it's not a big deal. So we're going to move another one in and get that set up as well. Now here I'm going to make some lasers because we're a little low on money. So we want to be a little bit efficient here, so that we can save up for whatever his tech unit is, because pretty soon, he went double harvester, pretty soon a tech unit's going to pop out. So we need to be ready for that. And it's a Centurion. Now a Centurion is not a big deal. We just pop an obelisk, we got a burrowed Thicc tank. This thing's going to go down super easily. Alright, he cap missiles the obelisk, don't care. We easily win the missile, we easily kill it off. And he's used another 80, doesn't even kill the obelisk. Now he has nothing and the game's over. Cool. Once again, Jade being the best commander.
Objective complete. 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Once again, rifles to scout. You always want to scout against Nod. Against GDI, you don't need to scout as much because GDI rushes are pretty underwhelming. But against Nod, it's really important to scout. See what he's got. Looks like he's going double half. There it is, 2 harvesters. Once again, rifles right away to try and get 2 units on pads. This also allows us to go and scout his base without stopping charging the missile. And we see militants from our opponent. Okay, great. This means our militants are useful. We're going to go third militant. The third militant might be a slight overcommitment, but I think it'll be alright. We're at 4 units, he's at 3 units. You know, if he makes another unit, then we'll be able to make another unit as well, most likely. Alright, so we're going to 2v1 these guys up here, and we're going to win down here because we're on defense. I'm guessing he's going to go chemical buggy pretty soon. That would be my read, because he's a Jade player. And he has done nothing, so he needs some way to win the early missile. Okay, so he doesn't go chemical buggy. That's surprising to me, but whatever. Let's see what he's got now. That looks like it might be the Temple of Nod already. It's Air Tower and Temple of Nod, yes. So we're going to go for a Thicc tank. Just want to get Thicc tanks set up before any units arrive. And here's a Widowmaker. So the Thicc tank is a good purchase. And we'll go use the Thicc tank. I'm actually going to make another Thicc tank. Now he might go Basilisk. Most Nod Tech players play Basilisk because it's one of the best Nod Tech units. If he goes Basilisk, we need to have 150 for a Phantom. That's why I don't want to build anything right now. Okay, so we've got Cyborgs. We're just going to Kane these. Because, you know, Kane is great versus Cyborgs. There you go. The Thicc tank deals with the Widowmaker. The Kane deals with the Cyborgs. There's a Centurion. Sure, whatever. Again, all we need to do is make sure we have something up here to kill this. And there you go. The Obelisk takes care of business.
You are victorious. 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Militants first. Against GDI, we didn't have to go scout unit first, but it's battlefield as well, so I want to get that charge as quickly as possible. I'm expecting people to be playing tech on this map, so I'd like to start charging the missile ASAP. Alright, so he's going to walk past me. Pretty aggressive move. It means he loses a model doing it. I'm going to shoot this guy and shoot this guy, split fire. I'm also allowing him to charge the missile now. I still want the missile charging. And I'm going to move on to the pad to charge the missile again. Opponent probably gone double harvester now, because you see how nothing has arrived for a while. Okay, it wasn't double harvester, he was just tech switching it to Talon. But we went forward, we scouted the Talon, so we've already got these bikes ready. He was waiting until he had 2 Talons to move in, God knows why. But now we already have bikes ready to fight them. So obviously we're going to use these to intercept these missiles. Don't want to lose the missile, of course. But yeah, bikes counter the Talons pretty easily, and we fire the missile fairly comfortably. Alright, now we're going to go chemical buggy because he has jump jets. Obviously we want to be able to deal with those. And looks like they're going for my harvester, so we'll just follow them and kill them as they're trying to head over there. So basically it's a total freebie, and we'll see if he's gone double half. There it is. Again, you can kind of tell because there's a period of time when no more combat units arrive. So it means he's doing something else, and normally it's a harvester. Gonna grab another militant squad just because it's a low commitment unit, and it'll fight the jump jets, which it looks like he's spamming. I want to lose this 2-man rifle squad, so I'm sending that forwards to die. I don't know if he'll actually kill it, but here, this is the game plan of this deck, basically. You have a Thicc tank, and you put a chemical buggy protecting it. Alright, so for some reason, opponent thought he could just roll 3 jump jets past chem buggy. Obviously, that's insane. So they all get slaughtered, and the game is over. Not really sure what he thought was going to happen trying to go past a chemical buggy. Like, this thing kills infantry pretty quick. Also, I've never seen anyone so hard for my harvester.
Mission accomplished. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, another Jade player. Very exciting. We're going to go militants first and go and scout. And we don't see anything, so we're going to make a harvester. Still no unit from our opponent, so he's probably going to double halve, or maybe his first unit's going to be expensive. Yep, it's a bike squadron. Even though it's a bike squadron, I'm still going to go a second militant. Militants beat bikes 1v1. Let's see if he goes for my harvester. He is going for my harvester because, you know, he's played rivals before, and he knows that the only true way to play rivals is to farm your opponent's harvesters ASAP. So we're going to defend our harvester with bikes. And there is the chemical buggy. That makes sense because he's Jade. It is unfortunate because we have these 2 militants, which are now going to be terrible. I'm going to run away. I'm going to go kill this chemical buggy because that's more important to me than defending my harvester from a single bike. And obviously firing this missile is really important because if he wins the missile, he'll try and Jade base kill us. Alright, so we're going to fire the missile pretty easily, and then we're going to go and take care of this bike because I don't want my harvester to actually die. That would suck. Like, eventually that 1 bike will kill my harvester, so we go and take it out now. He doesn't, I mean, like, he's trying to kill my militants, but I don't really care because the militants aren't even that good against his deck from what I've seen. Oh, mutants, okay. Mutants are a bit of a problem. So we're going to go chemical buggy, and we're going to get some militants of our own. Looks like he's going to send the... Oh, I thought he was going to send them at my harvester, because, you know, again, true-blooded rivals player. Alright, so we're going to tank the militants with our... Sorry, tank the mutants with our chemical buggy. Sorry, with our militants. Tank the mutants with our militants, then use the chemical buggy to kill them, is what I was trying to say. Alright, so there you go. We've cleared everything out. We're going to obelisk just to secure this last missile. Maybe he Jade missiles, I don't know. Let's find out. So we've got top pad, we've got obelisk controlling bottom. Looks like we should fire this missile pretty easily, fairly soon. He's just desperately throwing stuff at me. I'm surprised he hasn't used a catalyst missile yet, given how many clouds we've put down on the bottom pad, but there you go. Easy win.
Objective complete. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, rifles first again. Usually against Nod, it's good to check. Don't see anything, we'll go harvester. Alright, we see militants, so we're going to try and intercept them. Try to block them from getting on the pad, basically. I want to be on defense. I want him to have to walk into me so that we win the fight. Now, I don't know if my second rifles are going to arrive in time. It's going to be kind of close. So we're going to retarget here, because giving him one-man squad is better than giving him a dead squad and a full hit point squad. And then we're going to do this, go over here and target this guy down. I will eventually kill this guy, but, like, if there's something else to shoot, it's not worth it. Alright, so we're just going to keep spamming rifles, because it's a rifle war. Alright, now that we want to charge the pad, so we're going to go finish this dude off. Because he's actually stalling the missile. Alright, so we clearly have won the rifle war at this point. Our opponent is going to have to tech switch, which is good. And he's gone double harvester instead. So I'm going to get a Thicc tank, and I'm going to walk over to his pad. Also his harvesters, sorry. Try and set this up over there. I'll stop on the pads, just to make sure we fire the missile quickly, and I'll go Chem Buggy to finish these off. Ooh, I hate to see Banshee. Banshee is really bad for me here, because it means I have to go lasers. I can't afford the, I can't yet afford the Phantom, which is obviously the counter. So we have to save, we have to use lasers as a budget option until we have the 150 for the Phantom. Gonna have to move the Thicc tank. It's gonna take infinite damage trying to run away, but if I just leave it there, it'll definitely die. Okay. Looks like we are gonna lose the Thicc tank, unfortunately. That's really unfortunate, because now there's a Widowmaker that we need to deal with as well. So we're gonna have the Chemical Buggy fight the Widowmaker for a little while. We want to lose a unit here, because we need to get a Thicc tank. We really need some more money right now because this Centurion is going to kill our Thicc tank as well. Need to get borrowed and then kill this. And then we need to bring lasers up to support against the Centurion. Alright, so now we just need to fire the missile, because obviously, like, if this game goes on much longer, we're just going to get overwhelmed by tech. But luckily the game's over, and here's an obelisk, because, you know, why not? Alright, GG. And once again, our opponent didn't use their commander power. So I'm inclined to believe that any other commander might have been better there.
3, 2,
Okay. Still going to go rifles first, because, you know, tech is always a dangerous game.
harvester ready.
And we'll see if our opponent goes double halve. See one harvester. We'll keep dancing back and forth. Try and get vision of the harvester area. Nothing yet. Okay, he's gone rhino. So unfortunately, these rifles are obviously going to suck now. I do want to keep the pads charging though, so we're gonna just sort of dance around. We'll let him charge the pads, and then we'll go bikes. Alright, I'm going to let him shoot these militants, because Rhino actually will do significant damage if it stands and fights a bike squadron. So I don't want to let him do significant damage to me. And then we'll go Thicc tank for this pitfall. We'll try and get these militants onto the pad. Alright, so we'll just rotate the Thicc. Thicc tank has radar. You can still use it like a regular tank, so we haven't killed the pitbull, and we haven't killed this pitbull as well. And then we head over towards this half. Oh, MLRS, okay. Well, we'll burrow next to it. If we get the burrow off in time, he won't even kill us. Very nice. MLRS is actually very good against Thicc tank, because obviously Thicc tank is very low hit points. It'll die in one shot when it's not burrowed. So yeah, MLRS, and obviously when it is burrowed, they can just avoid it. Also, they can bombard it, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, Thicc tank is actually kind of weak to MLRS. This guy's deck is kind of weird. He has Rhino, Pitbull, Predator, and MLRS, and he's gone double Harvester, so he's probably going to have, like... One would assume his deck is going to also contain Tech. And he has Solomon. So yeah, this guy's deck is super weird. I don't know how he beats laser troops, so we're going to make laser troops for a while. I'm guessing he's going to Iron Cannon now, as the game's about to be over. Oh, he has APC to beat lasers. Okay, well, the game is sadly over for him, unfortunately. But, yeah. Maybe if it had gone on, he could have Iron Cannon. Who knows?
You are victorious. 3, 2, 1.
Alright, so our opponent is playing strong arm. The odds of a player playing strong arm and being tech is so slim. I'm actually just gonna go harvester first. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna arrive at about the same time, so there should be a tie, but we're slightly closer to my spawn point than his, I think. So my second rifle will arrive slightly first. Yeah, it does. Alright, so we end up winning the rifle mirror because of this. Actually, we won by quite a lot. We won by 2 models, even though it looked like they'd arrived at the same time, so I'm a little surprised by that. As you can see, he's retargeting, which makes sense. I don't know if he's gonna go full pop cap. I'm gonna try and let him kill these two. Oh wow, he is. Okay, well. Always super fun to play against these guys. And we'll get some bikes for the Talon. There's a turret, so we'll run away from that. And we'll get some more bikes. Now, Talon, the thing about pop capping someone is you have to be able to clear out those units in time. Talon doesn't do that. Razorback does, which is why the whole pop capping thing has become popular. Talon just doesn't cut it. Like, you don't win the missile quickly enough with Talon, so yeah, not sure the pop capping really is a great play against if your plan is to go into Talons. Alright, so we're gonna get the Ken buggy and we're gonna see what he does. I'm kind of expecting an Orca. Alright, it's a Pitbull. So we'll get the Thicc tank for the Pitbull and we'll try and get it set up. You don't really need to have a set up Thicc tank. Thicc tank can chase down Pitbulls just fine. And he's gone Mohawk, right. I need to save up here because we need to go Phantom. I was thinking of going another Thicc tank, but I need to get a Phantom for the Mohawks. Alright, looks like we're just going to fire the missile here. Cool. Nice win.
Mission accomplished. 3, 2.
Alright, last game up against Gunner. So again, we're against Nod. We want to scout out what's happening. I'm surprised I haven't been rushed at all today, which is crazy to me. I normally get rushed a lot on this map. Alright, we're going to start charging the pads.
Have 10 shear, I need my monthly dib.
Get on these pads and charge and see what Gunner's up to. Flamers. Alright, so we're going to set up the 2v1. And we're going to go for a third rifle. I want to go into Chem Buggy, but obviously I can't afford a Chem Buggy yet, so I get the third rifle for now. I'm expecting him to go second Flamer because we have triple rifle. And once he does that, we'll punish him with the Chem Buggy. But it looks like he might be tech switching, so I need to be careful here. He does have a War Factory. I'm going to get the Chem Buggy anyway, just because I need to clear these units out. If I don't clear these units out, there's a chance that he... Yeah, it is. He has got Chem Buggy. I was thinking it might be that. If I didn't clear out his infantry, there's a chance that he just clears out mine and fires the missile. So I had to go... I had to get a Chem Buggy to be safe. Alright, so we're going to get our Thicc tank now to kill his Chem Buggy, and we're going to hide our Chem Buggy behind our Thicc tank. He has more bikes, no problem. We'll get bikes of our own. And we'll set up this Thicc tank. Alright, now he's contesting our bikes, we'll go fight. Because we don't want this Thicc tank to take damage while moving around. But if his bikes are busy doing something, we can go fight them. Ah, no, that second Thicc tank was a huge misplay. I didn't see the Banshee until right after I made it. Big misplay here. Because now he gets to kill my Thicc tanks. And I have to use lasers to defend instead of Phantom. So yeah, that was a really big misplay. Alright, I need to get the Chem Buggy over here to protect the lasers. See, I'd be able to make a Phantom now if I hadn't wasted the money on that Thicc tank. And that would be a lot better right now. Alright, so we do take down the Banshee with lasers, and we're gonna win pretty easily anyway, but was a big misplay. But there we go, guys. 10-0 with the Kane Thicc tank deck. As I was saying at the start, this is a legitimate deck. You can play this on ladder, it's pretty good. It is a little weak to Fnatic decks though, which obviously are super popular in Nod. But this is definitely a real deck that you can definitely play if you want to play some Kane, you want to play some Chem Buggy, Thicc tank. It's a legit deck. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time.